Drawn thread work is typically done on fabrics with a thread count of 28 to 32 threads per inch. This refers to how many threads are in 1 inch of your fabric. We're going to create a beautiful, almost lace-like border by carefully removing threads from our fabric and then stitching a gorgeous pattern. First, I'll gently pick out one thread using my needle, then carefully cut it with my small scissors and pull it out completely. The first step in drawn thread work is to draw those threads out. This needs to be done very carefully. I've already secured my fabric in the hoop. Then I'll count 4 threads over and remove the next one in the same way. Next, I'll count 8 more threads and remove the 3rd thread. Finally, after counting 4 more threads, I'll remove the very last thread for this section. Take your time with thread removal. It's crucial for the neatness of your finished work. Use very sharp, pointed scissors and good lighting. If you accidentally snip too many, don't worry. You can always cover tiny mistakes with your stitching. Now let's thread our needle with a single strand of the light beige floss. We're going to stitch around the channels we just created. Starting from the first removed thread channel, I'm stitching small cross lines that alternate, creating little square borders. My needle goes over a group of threads, then under, then over, creating a woven effect that defines those tiny squares. I'll complete this first row and then repeat the same pattern for the second row just below it. Maintaining even tension is really important here. You want to define those small squares without pulling the fabric too tightly. Think of it like a delicate weaving process. Sometimes your thread will start to get a little short, especially with intricate work like this. Carefully secure the end of your current short thread by weaving it through a few of the stitches you've already made on the back. Now thread your needle with a fresh length of floss. For the new thread, tie a knot at the end. Make sure it's a good, secure knot. wrapping the thread around itself a couple of times so it's chunky enough to get stuck in the stitches on the back of the fabric. This creates a neat framework on either side of a wider gap in the middle. For this middle part, I'm switching to a slightly darker shade of beige floss, still using a single strand. We're going to stitch beautiful cross stitches here from one end to the other. I'll alternate my X lines, crossing them in a way that creates a decorative effect within this open space. This elegant border is incredibly versatile. You can apply it to table linens. Imagine this adorning a fine tablecloth, placemats, or napkins. And here's a final tip. Try stitching this pattern on a dark fabric with a light-colored floss. The contrast really makes the design pop and stand out beautifully. A delicate trim for a blouse, a subtle detail on a collar, or along the hem of a special dress. So remember, practice patience with drawn thread work. The precision pays off in the beautiful lace-like results. I hope you enjoyed learning this unique drawn thread work technique today. If you did, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to Handiworks for more creative embroidery adventures. Happy stitching!